Welcome to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Owen Hayes. You're watching Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented to you by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. And there's no question, there's a number of different reasons to go there. As always, to go to Fisherman's, but they've got a huge sale going on again. Make sure you jump in on that before fall is actually here. Believe it or not, it's still summertime. If you couldn't tell by all the heat we've had the last few days, we're going to talk a little bit about that later on in the show, too, how this week went for me in our field report. And when there's 5 or 6 days of triple digits, I'm out, all right? It's just that simple. Again, we'll have that field report coming up in just a little while. If you've sent photos over, bear with us. We're going to get your photos and show you how you can send some photos in to show off like we do on each one of our shows, but we'd love to hear from you. Being the only live interactive fishing and hunting television show ever, it's easy. It's the Terra Firma hotline. It's 503-548-6777. Questions, comments, reports, and if you're live, wherever you might be, with a report, you go to the front of the line, so don't be shy. Lots of folks each week are like, hey, we couldn't get in. Well, here you go. We got 2 segments, the first 2 of the day, lined up to take a call or 2, so don't be shy. Call us up on that Terra Firma hotline. Lots of other ways to get together, though. You can follow along on Facebook. I am trying to do better there. We're getting into that time of year where it's hunting season and fishing. It'll be out a lot, so if you'd like to follow along, just become a fan there if you'd like to do that or mess around with that social media stuff. Yes, it is one of those things. We'll have all the updates for you that we always bring you. Fish counts, yes, 10-year average. We got to talk about the fish counts. Lots of conspiracy theories going on here the last handful of days. Lots of questions coming in on that. We're going to have to talk about it, so we're going to have that. Also, we're going to get your weather report coming for this upcoming week. We actually have Drew Reeves this morning. We haven't talked to Drew in forever here on the show, so we're going to have a chance to check in with Drew. Special guest in the studio for the first time, Brenda Kita from the Home Building Foundation. We're going to talk about an upcoming event, trap shooting, which we all love to do, trap shooting for a great charitable cause. Okay, this is going to be something that we're going to introduce you to, at least here on Outdoor GPS for the first time. They've been around for near 20 years, and they do fantastic stuff. So I thought it was a perfect opportunity to at least enlighten you on another organization out there that's trying to do the right thing, right? And utilizing the outdoors as a way to bring everyone together. Believe it or not, pretty darn good for that. Anyway, so we'll have Brenda for the first time here in just a little bit to enlighten you on that. Again, she is with the Home Building Foundation, and if you'd like to get out and do some trap shooting, this and that, give you a reason to do that, as well as support a great cause. So make sure you stick with us for that. After that, we're going to check in with good friend Shane Magnuson from the Upper Columbia Guide Service. We talk to Shane all the time here on the show for a number of reasons. One, it's like I like to give him a hard time. But 2, he's a great interview and always shares good info. Well, typically when we talk to Shane, it's somewhere on the Columbia system, hence the name Upper Columbia Guide Service. Well, he's in Southern Oregon, participating in one of the best fisheries that we have here. And I know that a lot of folks that live down there and spend time in the Rogue area for fall Chinook are probably throwing stuff at the TV right now. I apologize, but it's a great fishery, and Shane's going to be in the middle of it this morning. We already checked in with him. We've got great video and audio. Hopefully that'll hold out, and we'll find out how things are down there. Yes, we will be talking a little bit today about Buoy 10, of course. There's no question that's the biggest story here in the Northwest when you're talking about fishing opportunities. But don't forget, it's hunting season on our doorstep. It's the middle of August, for crying out loud. We've got bow seasons that are opening up, bird seasons that are opening up. Literally last week when I mentioned I've got bows and shotguns and rods and everything all laid out, there's a reason for that. We got a ton coming. You know, as always, though, we'll do the best we can to line you up on some of those opportunities. But Shane, that one I'm looking forward to. We haven't had a chance to talk with anybody down the south for quite a while, so make sure you hang out with us for that. Then we got the deal of the week for Fisherman's Marine, which if you like to spend time on the water, water sports in general, it's a great one, so make sure you don't miss that. So I do have a live report. This is Bruce from Aurora. I want to hold him. Can we hold on to that call, or should we just take him now, Ryan? All right, Bruce, if you can hear me, he's got a live report. Don't hang up, all right? We're going to cut to a break here in a minute. But before we do that, I want to show you some of the photos that everybody's been sending in, and then I'm going to show you how you can do it as well. Wouldn't you like to send in some great photos like this one? Cohen's first Buoy 10 trip, and looks like it was successful with a dandy Cromer Chinook back there. It's been an interesting handful of days. We'll talk about that in this upcoming segment. Here's another great one. Look at all these new boats that have these center consoles. It's amazing how things have changed in the last handful of years. Lipstick Salmon Slayers, this is the derby that we were had an interview from last week. Nicole sent this photo in. Thank you for doing that. Just another great photo. And here's another good one. And it looks like it's coming from very similar areas. Paulina, oh, this is Paulina Lake, Reservoir, Rainbow. Aaron, thanks for sending it in for a second. I'm like, wow, that's a Chinook. Nope. Just our Chinook have been shrinking the last couple of years. You know, those kill nets, they love to get the big ones out of the system. So you see a trout that size, you might think it's a Chinook, but it's not. Sailor's First Salmon. Amy, thanks for sending it in. That's certainly on the old Columbia River out there. A nice Chinook, and probably got her interested in chasing fish for the rest of her life. That's what it's all about, for crying out loud. Here's another dandy one. I just got a photo exactly like this from a buddy of mine that's actually out on the Columbia right now. Completely different area, but just a beautiful photo. Look at that. That's Buoy 10. Nice flat water. Doesn't look too stressful. And that's always nice. It's a little rare for the Buoy 10 area. But there's lots of ways that you can send photos in, and I would have to admit that the easiest way is through the Fox 12 app. There's 100 different reasons to download it, so do it. Don't just wait for me to tell you to. Just go over there, download it. It's free. But you, of course, can follow along with Outdoor GPS. You can upload photos and video, and we do the best we can to show those as quickly as possible, but it is, as they come in, is as they are shown. So if you sent one in a couple of weeks ago, should be sometime soon if you didn't just see it now. So lots of ways to get together and share info. None better than that Fox 12 app. And it does work most of the time. I'm poking the bear. Anyway, don't go anywhere. When we come back from this break, I've got a live report. Bruce from Aurora has got a live report from the Columbia. Also, we're going to have my field report, give you some ideas on what's been going on around here real time, and talk about fish counts. This has been a conspiracy thing for like the last 4 days. Tons of questions and comments about it, and I'll at least give my best perspective, which y'all know doesn't mean a whole lot, but at least it's funny. We'll be back with that in just a couple minutes. Don't go.